Hi Aquarius, welcome to 2025 astrology. First of all, I'm going to try to make a quick overview for all major events that will happen for all of us, in fact, but for you especially. We have outer planets that change signs. We have inner planets that go retrograde, not just Mercury, but we have Venus and Mars as well, and other major events. Now, everything you see in the screen will be available for free. You can check them. It is you can check them in the link in the description box below this video. So first of all, this is the timeline. You can print and have a very clear look, I think, about what will happen. Retrogrades are in red, so we have three Mercury retrogrades that happen in water and fire signs, but this is normal for Mercury to go 3 times retrograde in a year. But what is new is that we have Venus retrograde and Mars retrograde. Venus goes retrograde every 1.5 years in general, Mars every 2 years, so this is new. Also, we have Jupiter changing signs, but this is normal for Jupiter. Every year it changes signs. Saturn, for the first time, changes sign after, I think, March 2023. So relatively not that long compared to Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Uranus changes signs after 7 years since 2018. So it will move completely in a new sign in 2026. Neptune as well has been in Pisces since 2011 and changes signs as well and goes to Aries. Pluto has already changed sign and will not go back to Capricorn. Now this is the timeline. You can print and check it later if you want. Also, this is the astro chart available as well. You can print this and you can see how those planets will move during the year. And this is the moon wheel with new and full moons for every month of 2025, available for free as well, and a free moon calendar if you are interested, that can synchronize with your Apple or Google calendar. For example, I use it at my Apple Watch. I can check when I have a new or full moon and be better prepared. It has notifications 3 minutes before, it has descriptions, detailed descriptions as well, and so on. But if you are interested for the full calendar, it is available for a limited time at a discount as well. Okay, let's start. I will be looking at the AstroWheel, and I will be pointing the pen to the chart area so you can know what I'm looking at. Okay, starting with Mars. We are entering 2025 with Mars retrograde. It entered or it went retrograde on December 6th, 2024 in the sign of Leo, and it will move during the first week of January 2025 in the sign of Cancer. Some of you might have had some problems with one-to-one relationships with your romantic partner, with your business partner, or your close friends. It is very important during this period to be aware of any tension, conflicts, disagreements, and not to be very rushed into conclusions or jumping into conflicts. Now, after the first week of January, Mars retrogrades continues in the sign of Cancer. So this is the house of routines. So you might see some changes in your daily routines or habits and schedules, like, for example, being in traffic, going late at work, or conflicts with your colleagues or with people that report to you if you are a manager, Also, it's very important during this period to be extra careful with your physical health, mental health as well. To focus on your well-being is very important, and not to jump into activities that might be dangerous for your physical health, something like that. And this will continue for so Mars will go direct on the end of February, but this is the shadow period that will continue for 2 more months. So almost the first half of 2025 will be with those themes of Mars retrograde in your 7th and 6th house. But we have good news as well. Jupiter is going to give a helping hand in the 6th house as well. It will change signs on the first week of June. And what was problematic there, especially your work, relationships with your colleagues there, or your health, will become much, much better, and you will get a relief. So it's important to be aware during those first 5 or 6 months, because there are better times after that. Now let's continue with which house will get the most focus for you. It is the ARIES house, or house ruled by Aries. It is your 3rd house. 3rd house is the house of siblings, communication, traveling, but short distance travel as well. And you have had already eclipses here for quite some time. Eclipses that happened in the sign of Aries and Libra since fall of 2023. I think this is the last chapter that is happening here with the last eclipse that happens in Aries at the end of March. It is like that final chapter that is going to bring the lessons or moving you in the complete more positive direction regarding relationship with your siblings, relatives, communication, neighbors, neighborhood, local community, or traveling. Some of you might have gotten into publishing, like, for example, opening a YouTube channel or opening a blog online, something like that. Eclipses will move to other signs, to Virgo and Pisces. They already started in September 2024 with eclipse in Pisces. We got some preview of what it is to be like. It was in your 2nd house, but the major theme will be the eclipses that happen in your 2nd and 8th house, that are the houses of money, on your personal finances, on how you make money, and also the money you share with others, like investments or business partnerships, or just the money of your partner, your romantic partner. So there might be some changes in those areas, like many ups and downs, or you being more aware of your expenses, and maybe working extra, a side job to make more money, or doing more structuring of your finances. Now, I think this should not be new to you, because you have had already Saturn there since March 7th, 2023. Some of you might have had some problems with expenses, or the money was not that good, and you had to have a very closer look at how you were spending or making money, and thinking about that. Saturn will change sign. Neptune will change sign. So you will get some relief from that, but eclipses will happen there as well. So those lessons that you might have learned from Saturn there, it's like you have had already a strict teacher in your finances, and now the eclipses are coming here, but you are prepared. Saturn moves to your 3rd house, Neptune as well, and they will have during the summer season an almost conjunction, because it will not be exact conjunction. It will be next year, 2026, but it is less than 1 degree, it will be important as well. So what do we have here? What is something to notice about? Saturn and Neptune have different kind of energies. They are opposite, in fact. From the Neptune that is very idealistic to Saturn that is very practical and grounded. Now, Saturn moving here, you will get a preview of what will be for the next 2.5 years. Saturn will move completely in 2026 in the sign of Aries, also for Neptune as well. So you will get a quick preview of Saturn and Neptune into your third house. That is the house of how you communicate with your siblings, relatives, thinking, publishing, if you are into publishing as well. So it's very important either not to be very pessimistic in general, because this is the house of the mind as well, or on how you think, but not too idealistic as well. It's best to have some middle way, middle point to find that. And maybe some miscommunication as well might be possible with Neptune going to your third house as well and Saturn there. So very important how you communicate in order to get the points clear, or to make sure that your message is understood well by others, because this is the house of communication. Now we have Venus retrograde here as well during spring. It's from March 2nd till April 13th. It's retrograde, so some problems that you might have around communication might resurface here. You might have to deal with the same people with whom you had some miscommunication issues in the past. You're reflecting a lot about that and working on that. So communication is a big theme here as well. What else? Uranus is very important at the same time. Uranus stays in a sign for around 7 years. It has been in your fourth house. It is the house of relationship with parents, your living situation, your physical home as well. So you might have seen some changes in those themes, like you might have changed location. You have a new home or house location if you compare yourself to where you were in 2018, for example. Something that came very unexpected, or some unexpected communication dynamics with your parents. Now it is moving into your fifth house. If you are single and looking for a new romance, I think you will be having some very important and enthusiastic, interesting connections. This is the house of dating, of true love as well. You might meet a very important person. Now, what period is this? Uranus moves into your fifth house, or the house ruled by Gemini, in July 7th during summer season, and will stay there until November the 8th. So this is the period where you will get a preview of what will happen the next 7 years, starting with 2026, because then it will stay in this house for quite a long time. But this is the preview you will get during the summer season and autumn as well. You will meet someone in a very unexpected way. You will fall in love without you thinking about it, like you will probably think you will stay single forever, and here's this person that you meet. This is a very special person with a different personality with other people that you might have dated before as well, and very independent, wants freedom, might seem cold in the beginning, but this promises to be a very exciting relationship. Now, with Uranus being there, it's known for its shakes ups it does in the house it is in. So you might get very quickly in a relationship or dating them, and then something happens that might be around communication, as we saw earlier. That's why it's very important to be aware of those themes. So you jump quickly into a relationship with them, and then some ups and downs happen there. What else? This is the house of children. If you have children, communication with them might go through some changes as well, or changes happen with your children regarding, if you have children, regarding them wanting to be more independent. And for some of you, this is the house of having fun, or some hobbies, some new hobbies that you didn't know you had before, or revisiting some old hobbies. This is Uranus, so this is related to technology, or it might be related to esotericism as well. So you might have a hobby into technology, something like that, or might dive deeper into astrology, tarot, is if you are into that, or you might get more interested into those subjects. Okay, I think I got all the major themes. Let's hope I did not forget anything. Okay, Pluto will stay in Aquarius till 2044. It's a very slow moving planet, so you might have already seen some changes around those themes of self-confidence, you being more independent, being more in charge of the situation, and regarding the relationship with others as well, especially important people like romantic partners, business partners as well, or close friends. But this is a very slow-moving planet, and it gives its effects slowly. But the moment it enters the sign, you see some changes in those areas. Okay, Aquarius, this was my overview of 2025 for you. You can get all the materials in the link in the description box below this video if you are interested. And I wish you all the best luck for 2025, and I will see you at the next video. Bye for now.